think Bash is pretty cool simply by the fact that you can do a lot of work with really not that much writing. So, for example, say that we wanted to write a basic hello world. I mean, that's nothing new, and it's a similar length as what you do in another programming language. Cool, yeah. But you can also take in arguments from the command line pretty easily. So if we replace world with $1 to represent the first argument, we can run the script with Jacob, and it says hello Jacob. That's kind of neat. And not to mention, we also have numbered arguments. So we can see 1, 2, and 3. And if we throw the script in with Jacob and YouTube, we get hello Jacob and YouTube. And so there's kind of some cool stuff that we can do. For example, if we want to see if the first argument was equal to Jacob, then we could handle that differently and then have a different reaction for if the name was anybody else. So if we run the script and run it as Jacob, we can see, hey, it's that guy. Likewise, if Randy is being passed into our script, we don't know who Randy is. So what if we don't know how many arguments will be passed? How do we handle that? Bash also has this special parameter, $hash, which tells us how many parameters have been passed to the script. And likewise, we have this shift operator. And what the shift operator does is say that we have got these 4 arguments. Each of them correlate to $1, 2, 3, 4. Well, once we call shift, we're going to shift all of those variables that represent our arguments one to the right. And so now $1 represents arg2, $2 represents arg3, and so on. And so we've effectively shifted our arguments. This then decreases the number of parameters that are effectively passed to our script, meaning we can use this as a way to iterate over our arguments. So if we want to combine this into a while loop, we can actually use this to print out all of the arguments that were passed into a script. So that's kind of neat. I mean, it's a very little effort, and we're able to create some kind of interesting programs. What if you want to do subcommands? Well, we can actually do that pretty easily as well. So here if we do a case statement and we're going to match on that first argument that was passed into the script, we can see that we're going to have different behavior depending on if it matches greet or goodbye. And in both cases, all that we're going to be doing is calling a function that's going to pass the parameters that we have to that new script. This $at is similar to our $hash, except instead of giving us the number of arguments, it's actually the list of arguments. Because we don't actually care to parse the first argument again, we're going to use the shift operator like we saw before. It's not much, but I just thought that was cool, and I felt like sharing it with you guys because that's what I've been looking at this month. There's more to come, and I'm working on some big stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.